Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Dr. Stone Season 1, Episode 7. We have Kohaku, who was born into this world. I am so fascinated to learn what we can. I don't know how many answers she will have for us, but if she has any, that'll be cool. Or even just, we have our boy Senku who can be like, yes, my brain moving at 100 miles per hour can calculate her gene pool and deduce that she is so and so, and I'll be like, I believe it. So, but yeah, I'm excited to learn about that. Obviously, we also have some explanations as to why he broke out early, even though it was an unfinished, nitric acid that landed on him, is because his shell was already weaker than other people's shells. Because it seems like most people are going into like a coma-like state, right? But he stayed awake the whole time counting, which, that much brain activity caused, the rock had to like fuel that brain activity, which chipped away at it and made it weaker. So I like the explanation. It makes sense to me. And then, I was obviously like, well, what about these other people? And now the other explanation is that they've been here, right? They're descendants and everything. So now I'm curious if they're descendants of people that broke out of the stone very early, or are they descendants of people that never got turned to stone in the first place for some reason? Was there some people who were immune? Is she a descendant of the person that originally turned everyone to stone, right? I don't know. So let's start the episode and see what kind of answers we get. Alright, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That was some fast counting. I apologize, but I want to start. Kohaku. I like you. The only people on this world are siblings. Just kidding. It's because she already loves me. Ah. Spoken like a true scientist, Senku. Probably a good way to protect yourself from... I mean, he just referenced lioness. Who knows what could attack you? What kind of creatures? You already had lions. Ooh. How many people does she know? Hey! Alright. So they don't build this. This already exists. Okay. It's either the opening or the ending. We have that shot of that little village on the island. And I assume that was something they formed. But it seems like it's her village that already exists. That's very cool. I do remember last episode, I watched all the way to the end, and I saw the episode title for this one, and it's like, where did... I don't remember the exact... It was something like, where did a million years of knowledge go, or something, right? So it seems like knowledge of the world prior to being stone might be lost even to this little civilization, except for in, Senku and the people who are awakening from stone, right? See, that person is actually a stone person, though. Not to get into spoilers, but he has the cut down his face. So we know at least that one character. See, I'm not sure about that older guy. I didn't see any noticeable markings. Where 2 million years have gone, that's what I mean. Seems like... Ah. And there's other people there. Ah. That's gonna be heavy. That thing full of water? Hmm. Damn. She seems nice. Uh-oh. Can he carry it? Huh! Did they just lose all the water? That was better. Oh, hey! Inventions! Hell yeah. Oh no! Well, she saved it. That was a very good invention. I guess you could probably rebuild it. Hey, look at all the people. Hey, there's that kid. 40 people. Hmm. Look at that man. Blonde hair, black beard. Nice. Kinro Ginro. If they have a rule of no outsiders, does that mean there's other people that exist then? How do you have a rule like that if there's... I guess in the off chance that someone of stone breaks loose, maybe? I mean, they see all the stone people. Oh shit. Bubbles. He seems so evil. Yeah. I wonder if the chief knows more. Who's this guy? Chrome? I'm not gonna lie. I thought this guy, we see this guy in either the opening or the outro, right? And I just thought he was Taiju, to be completely honest with you guys. I genuinely did. Hmm. Does he know something? Or is he know some shit? Caught Senku's attention. Alright. Oh my god. This guy. He's the Zenitsu. Rainbow Bridge. He's got all the color. Oh, what the hell is with Senku's face? Oh my god. What is this episode, guys? What are we watching? I like how the guy named Chrome has a rainbow power. Chrome is like sort of like a like chromatic. It's kind of like multicolored shit, right? In some way. I don't know the actual definition. I don't even know what's happening. Static electricity. Hmm. Oh my god, his hair. Not bad for not having knowledge, though, right? Coming up with it on his own. Exactly. Yeah, it's fairly impressive, in my opinion. Is someone that Senku could potentially teach. Yeah, there's always going to be people who. Yep. Yep. Damn. Arithmetic. How do they even know that word? Did we just skipped over it? Shed of Science and Chrome acquired. Hey man, those rocks are your future. It's probably not so hot anymore. Hmm. What is he making? Hey. That's a Japanese reference that I don't understand. Guessing Kinro in some way means gold. Or someone named Kinro used gold weapons in history. Something. I might keep it. Monster Hunter, nice. Good reference. Huh. Ooh. Is that the sister? The sickly sister of Kohaku? What was her name? It was Rory? I'm not gonna talk about it yet. Oh my god. So many names. Rory. R-U, not R-O. Turquoise? Jasper and Turquoise? They're both, like, gems. Aww. Damn. I wonder if Senku can... Yeah. If it's like a cancer or something. Oh shit. I like the mystical kind of like, this is like huge for him. Can you imagine? People went to the moon? That big ball in the sky? I wonder if the leader of the village is kind of like a Tsukasa character. Where they don't want science to thrive, right? It could be your ancestors. It did. Thank God he broke out and is as smart as he is. Okay. Well, depends on her condition. Okay. Antibiotic. Sure. Probably the most universal fix-all you could try and make. Let's do it. That was a cool episode. Crazy, funny, goofy in some ways. I mean, a lot of ways, I should say. But at the heart of it, like, Chrome is a cool character because in this world where so much knowledge is lost, he was still, had the balls to experiment, whereas it seems like a lot of the other people in the village are content with the way things are, but he's striving for evolution, and it stems from wanting to save someone, which is at the heart of, a good person. Very cool. So we got a bunch of names. There's 40 people, so I don't know how many of them will actually get named, but we are... Yeah, that right there. I didn't realize, so that must be... Interesting. One of them has a crack on their face, though. It, like, showed a bunch of people who I assume are, like, the villagers, but one of them has... Unless it's a scar, it actually does look a little different than Senku's. It could be a scar. Maybe that person is from the village. Alright, I'm not going to look at the episode title this time. That is it for episode 7, guys. But, yeah. I mean, it makes sense now that we know the characters a little more. We know Kohaku is from this village and everything. We know, that ending, seeing Kohaku, and it pans to, like, all the different people. But I genuinely thought that person that was... the Chrome in the outro there was actually just Taiju in a different outfit, right? But no, completely different. He just has the same hair color, is really it. And I mean, it's not like it's that big of a deal. He's got brown hair. It's just anime has trained me that every character needs different hair color. Really, like, or also the same character. But no. Very cool, like the vehicle, the little vehicle, obviously it broke real easy, but to transport the water was a cool, quick, like, we didn't see how long it took him to throw that together, but he already had the wheels. So all he had to do was get some bamboo and really just, figure it out. But that was neat. I like, and, obviously we have... the goal in order to save her with an antibiotic, which hopefully it does work. You never know. Basically, his first thing of saying, it depends on her condition. Now, I don't know if it was explained to Senku off screen, and he was like, yes, an antibiotic will fix it. Because it seemed like Chrome was like, you said there's a medicine that can save her, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna make the ultimate medicine. So it seems like he's confident that it will save her. But yeah, also if he makes this medicine, it very possibly could get him the foot in the door needed to try and communicate with the rest of the people and all that. So we have Kinro and Ginro, who are two characters that are guarding the gate. Obviously, Kinro is more of like a hard-ass serious type, and then Ginro is like kind of the goofy, like I likened him to Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, who is just kind of like yelling at everything he sees and all that, but doesn't seem like he'd make the best guard because he seems like he scares super easy. But that was funny, the moment where he made the bubbles, and they're all just like, what are these? Oh, oh man. It's like, also, like, is it an anachronism that Chrome knows the word arithmetic? Like, even if he came up with the idea of arithmetic, unless someone in the village knew arithmetic and taught him, right? How would you just come up with that word? Like, it's the same thing, like, if I developed if all technology was lost and I developed the idea of 2 + 2 = 4, like, I wouldn't just know to call that math, right? Like, I would probably call it something different, and then someone's like Senku would come around and be like, yes, that used to be known as math, and I'd be like, oh, okay, But this guy's like, yes, arithmetic, we're gonna get into calculus and all this next, but no, I don't know. So is it an anachronism that he knows? Is it a subtitle error? Could he have used a different word and the translators translated it as arithmetic? That's also a possibility, because it wouldn't be the first time that the translation has like skewed what a show is supposed to like say as something. But anyway, very interesting episode. I'm looking forward to learning more about the village. I'm looking forward to meeting whoever the chief is of this village. And are they a character that is like, I mentioned Tsukasa being someone who doesn't want technology to thrive and re-pop up. Is it possible that the chief knows of things of the past, like all these things that Senku just explained to Chrome, and is keeping it from the people? Is it past? Is it something that's like, he was 3,700 years, so obviously the chief didn't survive. I mean, unless the chief was like broke out and then all these descendants came from them, right? Um, there's no way that the chief would, like, someone else would have had to tell the chief these things, because 3,700 years, obviously people don't live that long, like I said, unless they broke out of stone more recently. But yeah, I'm fascinated to learn all of those things. um it's a really cool storyline. I thought we were going to focus more on like the science and the rebuilding. I did not think we were going to be like getting into a uh like an already existing village that they run into. But I love the concept, I love the idea, I love the mystery of it, rather than like, before there wasn't much mystery, right? Other than like who turned the world to stone. It was kind of like watching these characters just rebuild society. It was like, other than that, there wasn't really mystery involved. And now we do have one with, how did these people end up here, So it seems like not Kohaku, I'm sorry, Senku, like, theorized that someone, like a science man, broke out a long time ago, and then broke all of them out, like, created the juice to free people, So, is history just repeating itself? Is it like a Tsukasa situation where the Tsukasa person won? Like, the science man broke people out, one of the people didn't want the science man to do his thing, so they stopped the science man and then continued civilization as more rudimentary and stuff like that. I don't know. It's possible. Or knowledge is just lost over time. Maybe like and also that's just Senku's theory that some science man broke them out, right? It's possible that they descend from people who never got turned to stone in the first place. So, very curious, very interested. I'm looking forward to learning more. But that's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want more from me. Link in the description below. There's also Twitter that's linked down there too if you want to see announcements from me. And every now or I do like try to I announce when I release episodes and everything. So if you want more updates on that stuff and all that, check that out. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye bye.